Hi, I'm Catherine Rinaldo, a personal injury attorney in Tampa, Florida, and founding partner of Rinaldo Law Group. For the past 35 years, I've had the privilege of representing personal injury clients throughout the state of Florida. At our law firm, we are very concerned about the health and safety of our clients and the public at large. For this reason, we have put together a video series entitled COVID-19 Personal Injury, When and How to Seek Healthcare Treatment. Today, we have a very special guest, a Dr. Stefan Prada with 360 Ortho and Spine. Dr. Prada is going to speak specifically on the topic of COVID-19 personal injuries, when and how to seek treatment for neck and back injuries. Dr. Prada, thank you for being here and taking.
Thank you for having me.
Well, let me ask you a few questions. I'd like to start with, could you tell our viewers a little bit about your practice?
Sure. Well, my name is Stefan Prada. I'm an orthopedic spine surgeon, and I specialize in minimally invasive spine surgery, which is something we can discuss later. But most of my clientele are personal injury patients that have been in injuries. They're trying to get back to work. They've failed conservative treatments. And thus, I've got a special techniques with minimally invasive that frequently can get a lot of these patients the surgical care they need, but also back to work quicker than many traditional spine surgeries.
Dr. Prada, is your practice limited to neck and back or spine injuries?
Yes, I pretty much just do spine. Although I'm an orthopedic surgeon and I did 10 years of general orthopedic surgery, I then went on to just subspecialize in spine. So any patients I treat who I find have, so let's say, a shoulder injury in addition to their neck, I will send them off to an orthopedic surgeon who does care for the shoulder.
So with regard to minimally invasive treatment, could you just very briefly explain to our audience, how does that differ from traditional surgeries?
Yeah, that's a great question, and many people don't understand or are confused. So minimally invasive, you think smaller incision, and that's one aspect. But the more important part of minimally invasive is the fact that muscles are not cut. It's muscle sparing. So you're actually splitting through muscles, splitting through them, like sticking a nail through a rope where you pull the nail out and none of the rope fibers have been cut. And the beauty of that is when you're not cutting the muscles, there's less pain, there's less bleeding, but more importantly, you've not damaged the muscles. And that's where some of these traditional large incision, open spine surgeries have led to prolonged problems because the muscles that hold you up, your core strength, have been damaged with their traditional open muscle cutting techniques.
Dr. Prada, what type of services are you offering in the COVID-19 environment?
Yeah, unfortunately, we all have to adapt, and we still have patients we have to take care of the best we can. So we're doing phone consults or telemedicine, depending on the patient's capabilities and their tech savviness and whether they can use computers well or not. But this has allowed us to get at least the information from patients, and frequently we'll get their studies, x-rays and MRIs through online connections to the portals of where they had the studies done. So we can get a large portion of what we need without actually having to see them during these times. Obviously, once the pandemic has subsided, then we can complete it, because the main thing that we're missing when we start these doctor-patient relationships through the internet is the physical exam. You cannot obviously do a physical exam through telemedicine.
And so I understand that you're not actually doing minimally invasive procedures right now. What you're basically doing is the patient is contacting you, giving you all the information, you're making an initial assessment, and then scheduling them out to do in person and to talk to them about your recommendations. Is that a fair summation of the types of services you're offering?
Yes, and for younger people, I still have patients coming into clinic too, where they want the entire evaluation, or patients who have already operated on. But we're being careful. Everyone's wearing masks and gloves, and washing hands before and after, and using large rooms so we're not sitting close to the patient while we're talking, and things along those lines. So the telemedicine is more for the patients where there is a concern. They have medical issues, they're older, they have an immune compromised state, something that makes them more prone to COVID-19. And for those who are saying, hey, stay at home, we'll get the ball rolling. I'll get your history. We can get the information for where you might have had treatments and other doctors and get the x-rays and MRIs. And at least we can give them an idea of where we could probably help them surgically. But as you stated, we're not allowed to operate on elective surgeries currently in the state of Florida under the governor's mandate. That ends in the beginning of May, and I'm hoping they will release it. Hopefully our peak will have passed here in Florida and we'll be on the recovery phase of the COVID-19. But I'm not allowed to do any surgeries until then unless they're emergent.
How do you recommend that our viewers obtain treatment through you and 360 Ortho and Spine?
Well, patients get referred, so if they're with a therapist or a chiropractor, they can ask for that. They can contact us directly. I can give you the phone number, which for the office would be the 833-367-4968. And similarly, they can look us up on the internet at www.360orthoandspine.com, all one word. As I stated, we get them all different ways. Some make their own appointments. We've seen people who haven't even obtained any care yet. They just had an injury within days and they contact us because of whatever reason. And we have to initiate the conservative treatments ourselves, send them to therapy or chiropractor or whatever.
Okay, terrific, doctor. It sounds like you've got the whole ballpark covered. In other words, people who feel comfortable going to your practice live or who have an injury and want treatment, they can contact you. You can direct them accordingly. If they come into your office, you're following all the CDC guidelines plus, or you can offer people who are really concerned about leaving their home for very good reason, telemedicine, and at least their condition will not be delayed unnecessarily. Is that a fair summation, Dr. Prada?
Yeah, it gives them some idea, they're sitting at home. It also gives them a distraction to their day. They're home worrying about their spine. When can they get back to work? So telemedicine offers the opportunity to at least tell them this is probably the type of surgery we can do for you. I have cartoon versions of many of the minimally invasive surgeries. So we send the patients all a link when I recommend a surgery so they can actually watch a cartoon version. I can explain the surgery to them on spine models on the video too. So there's all different ways to educate them. It gives them some peace of mind, something to look forward to, some hope that they can get out of their pain. And hopefully that will be as soon as May for us here in Florida.
Well, thank you, Dr. Prada. Again, this is Catherine Rinaldo with Rinaldo Law Group. You can reach me if you have any questions about our interview with Dr. Prada or anything about personal injury claims at 813-831-9999. You all be safe. Bye now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.